In the southern theater of the American Revolution, a shift was occurring in late 1780. With the victory at Kings Mountain, Continental morale was growing, and British Commander Charles Cornwallis, who had placed high hopes with a loyalist force that would soon turn out to support the crown in the Carolinas, was beginning to see his hopes dashed. One of the major reasons that this change was occurring was that George Washington had placed the Southern Command in the hands of Nathaniel Greene, and Greene proved to be one of the most able Continental generals of the entire war. Now, Greene had chosen as a subordinate Brigadier General Danial Morgan, and Morgan had a long history of commanding troops, beginning in the French and Indian Wars, and continuing through 1775 when he was captured by the British at the Battle of Quebec, and after his release he fought at Saratoga. Now, Greene charged Morgan with taking a wing of 600 men into the interior of South Carolina to secure supplies and protect civilians from Loyalist forces. Meanwhile, Cornwallis was planning to return to North Carolina and conduct the invasion that he'd postponed after the defeat of Kings Mountain. And as Morgan's forces represented a threat to his left flank, he charged Lieutenant Colonel Banastre Tarleton to root out and destroy the rebel force. Now, by the afternoon of January 16, 1781, Morgan and his now 1,000 men were hemmed in by the flooded Broad River, and knowing that Carleton was close behind, he decided to make a stand at Hannah's Cowpens, which was a grazing area for local cattle. Now, a majority of Morgan's troops were experienced militia who'd fought the British in a number of previous engagements. But now, learning of Morgan's location, Tarleton quickly pushed his troops forward without stopping to rest, and Tarleton's fatigued troops, numbering about 1,100, were a mix of infantry, dragoons, and 2 3-pound grasshopper cannons. Now, most were experienced in fighting the Greene rebel militias that quickly broke at the first sign of danger. Morgan's choice of the battlefield at Cowpens was a pretty careful one. Now, the battlefield was broad, lightly wooded, and flat, and either side was hemmed in by brush and cane brakes. And I'll show some of this when I show a battlefield tour. And this discouraged the British from outflanking him. He also took a lesson from the militia rout at the Battle of Camden, and he arranged his forces in 3 lines. In the front, he put select riflemen, and in the middle, he put the fragile militia, and finally at the back, he put his regulars and his more seasoned militia. Now, the Greene militia was placed in a very conspicuous central location, and Morgan hoped that the brash Tarleton would rush that center. Now, to further prevent a rout, Morgan ordered the central militia to fire 2 volleys and then fall back behind the rear line. And after the center had fallen back, the core of the army would then feign a rout to draw the British even further into the trap. So before sunrise, Tarleton arrived at the battlefield and began to array his troops, and his plan was simple, direct, and brutal. His infantry would form a long line, protected on the flanks by mounted dragoons, and move directly against the Americans. And he kept his 200-man cavalry in reserve to run down the fleeing rebel scum. When it became light enough to see, Tarleton's vanguard emerged from the woods in front of the American position, and then Tarleton ordered his dragoons to attack, and they were promptly repulsed by the first volley of the Continental riflemen. Impetuously, he then ordered an infantry charge, supported by the 2 grasshopper cannons. Now, the riflemen in the American front row fired and withdrew behind the Continental middle line, and as the British continued to advance, the irregular militia performed perfectly. They fired 2 volleys, and then they retired back in good order. And these volleys specifically targeted British officers, which hampered communications and leadership as the officers fell. Now, lulled into a sense of confidence by the irregular militia's feigned retreat, the British infantry charged directly into the final line of disciplined Continental regulars, and the 71st Highlanders were ordered to flank the Americans' right. Now, they were up against militia from the American Colonel John Eager Howard, who ordered his men to turn and face the Scots. However, in the fray, the order was interpreted as an order to withdraw, and the American right began to fold in as these militia forces withdrew. The exhausted British troops took this as another sign of an American rout, and they began to break the lines as they charged forward. And at the very last minute, Howard took command of his troops again and ordered them to about face and fire a volley. And suddenly the British were faced with a full volley at a range of only about 30 yards. And after firing, the Colonials followed up with a bayonet charge. Now, as the British line began to falter and disintegrate, the American cavalry enveloped from one direction as the American left flank hooked around and enveloped the shocked British forces. And as it happened to the Romans at the Battle of Cannae in 216 BC, the British were on the receiving end of a rare and totally successful double envelopment. Seeing his forces collapse before him, Tarleton ordered a cavalry charge, but this was checked by the American cavalry under Colonel William Washington. And as Tarleton returned to retreat, Washington closed with his saber drawn, reportedly calling out, "Where is the now boasting Tarleton?" Tarleton was able to graze Washington's knee with a pistol shot, while Washington's saber cut into Tarleton's right hand. And Washington pursued the fleeing Tarleton on horseback for 16 miles before Bloody Ban was able to make his escape. Pretty much by 8 a.m. the battle was over. Morgan's casualties were light, with only about 25 killed and 124 wounded, and British casualties were much, much higher, with about 300 killed and wounded and 600 captured. And while Cornwallis had pushed Tarleton to pursue the Americans aggressively, news of this heavy British loss infuriated the British commander. Now, after the British loss at Kings Mountain, the Battle of Cowpens was another blow to the British campaign in the South. Subsequently, Cornwallis was forced to abandon his attempts to control South Carolina, and he made the tactical decision to unburden his troops of their baggage and reorganize them into light infantry. And then again, he began to set his sights on North Carolina. Now, 2 months later, he would finally meet up for his showdown with Nathaniel Greene at Guilford Courthouse. So last winter, I had the opportunity to visit Cowpens, and it's really quite a pleasant place to go and walk if you get a chance. Now, this gives you a pretty good idea of what a South Carolina cowpen looks like. It's basically a grazed area in a light forest. Now, this is about where Morgan set his third line. Now, this was the strongest Continental Army troops. Now, if you look to either side of the battlefield, you can see the heavily wooded terrain. And at the time of the battle, this wasn't just undergrowth, but it was these cane brakes, which was a kind of bamboo that grew thickly on either side, which helped Morgan from being outflanked by British cavalry. This is about the point where the irregular American militia would have been lined up, and they were pointing towards the British in the distance. And this is about where the American front line was located. The British were located about 200 yards away in that tree line. And now we have the British starting position looking towards the Colonials, who were about where those pine trees are located. And moving forward into a charge, the redcoats would have clashed with the Colonials at about this point, with the battle ending about here, where the redcoats were completely surrounded by the colonial troops. Now here's the Battle of Cowpens, January 17th, 1781. Fairly straightforward. You've got the British over here on the left, Tarleton's back, and then you've got Washington and Morgan's group on the right, with the militia out front and the heavier units behind them. The Americans need 7 victory points in 22 turns or less, and the British need 7 victory points in 22 turns or less. So let's go ahead and set it up. British get to go first. We will roll for our action points, and the British get a 1. So they get 5 action points. Both sides are getting a fairly high number of action points this game. So let's move these guys forward. Now I've got some light units and some cavalry here. I'd like to move quickly. 1, 2, and they can move 3. And these light can move 2. So there's 2 down. And we'll do the same over here. 1, 2. That's the third one. See, that's 1, 2, and 3, and then light here. I'm going to go 1, 2. Let's see, 1, 2. I guess. I'm going to move the cannon into position here. I didn't know the British had a cannon in this. I thought the Colonials had that little grasshopper cannon, but maybe that was the British's. I'm not sure. 1, 2. And that's it. Okay, so they're moved. Now the Colonials will go. So we flip marker, Americans, and the Americans have 5 action points also. So what I think we'll do, we're going to try to do the real battle here. I'm going to try to have these guys attack in the front, and then they'll move back. That's my goal here. Okay, so we'll start with him, and he will move against the dragoons. Just firing 3, 5, and 6. So that's 2 points against the dragoons. The dragoons are gone. Okay. And he's gone. Okay, Washington's guy will go against this light unit. So that's another one. And that's 2 away, so he needs a 6 or better. Doesn't get anything. Okay, go to the next one. Same thing here. We're going to go after this light unit. And roll 3. 1, 5, 5. That's 1, 2. So that's not enough. And then this guy will go. Mark moved. And he gets a point. And then finally this guy will go and rolls 3 and gets a 4, 6, and 2. So this guy takes a point. And that is the end of the American turn. Okay, so we'll flip it. We'll go to our British turn. We'll roll for APs, and they get a +2. That's 6. Okay. We'll move forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 5 and 6. There, we just moved everybody. Okay. Flip marker. APs are 1, and they have 5 they can go with. I think we'll move. Washington will move his guy back 2. Okay, and then we'll move this guy back 1. I want to make one more attack here, so that's. We had 5, so Washington moved back for 2, and then this guy moved back for 1. And then this guy will go. Do I go for Tarleton and try to hit him, or do I go for... I'm going to go for the easy one here. Oh. We are going to attack here the Dragoon. We get 3, and we get 4, 3, and 3. Not enough. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So we have 1 left. Okay. Move him back. There. Okay. Okay. The British turn to the marker, and they're going to get +1 point. So Brits are going to move. Move these guys. 1, 2, 3. 4. We will make 1 attack. Okay. Let's see. Light units can attack. 1, 3, and 2. Nothing. Okay. So we go to the American round. They get 1 action point. Okay. Try here again. Let's move these guys 2, 3. Oh, move. They don't have 2. Okay. And 227. Okay, and then one more attack up here. We'll try again on that unit. 360. Okay, that's finally looking forward to taking out that dragoon. And it's going to be it. So we flip our marker, go forward 1 for the British phase, and we give the Brits 6 action points. Move play. Move here. 1, 2, 3. 3. 4. Okay, then Tarleton is going to go against those guys, and Tarleton gets a 4, 1, and 4. Not enough. And then this middle one will go against the militia there. 1, 1, 3. Not enough. Okay. Flip our marker. Go to turn for the Americans. Roll. They get a +2. Guess I didn't flip that to the British. That's. We'll eliminate those moves. Yay. So 3. Move here. Move here. Want to leave room for this guy to get out of there. And then what's 3? Okay, I got 3 more. So this one, and this one go with. Actually, let's try to get this light one here. He's kind of off on his own, so we'll use these 3. That'll paint me to 0. 2, 5. 5 counts. So that's hit taken. Second one, another hit. That'll take him out. Okay, so that means I still have 1 left. This guy didn't act, so we'll just take this guy here, and we get a 6. So that's enough to take it. Okay, now that's the end of the Americans' turn. Let's get rid of the move. We flip our marker, and we go to turn 4. British are up. They get 3 action points. Okay, that should be enough to do some severe damage. Okay, let's go with Tarleton. 1 here. Tarleton will have his dragoons strike his goons, and 2 5s. That's enough. Okay. And Tarleton moves into position. Okay, these infantry will go. They get a 2, 3, and 4. Not enough. Okay, this one will go 5, 6, and 1. That's enough. They will move. Okay, the cannon moves forward, and then this light unit will go 1, 4, and 6. So that's it. And MacArthur will move forward. I guess we can almost move our entire battle line. Okay. Enough. We flip the marker. We're at turn 4 American phase. They get 3 action points. Who can attack? Okay, we'll start with this guy. He's going to attack Tarleton. He did get a 1 and a 5, so hit taken. And then that 1 means Tarleton potentially could be killed. We get a 5, so he doesn't. Okay, and then this guy gets to go. 1, 3, and 3. Again, Tarleton has to save, and he gets a 6, so he saved. Okay, that was 2. This guy's going to go against Tarleton. 5, 3, and 6. Okay, that's enough to get rid of him, but this leaves Tarleton here. So he's gone. This guy's going to go. And he gets a 3, 2, and 1. Nothing there. Okay. I got 2 left. He'll fire across. And he needs 6s. Let's get a 6. Taken. We got this guy to go against that artillery. And that's a 6. Hit taken. And this guy's going to go against the artillery. That'll be it. Okay. 1, 1, and 5. Not needed a 6. So. Okay. Flip this. Go to the next turn. Draw for APs. And we get 6 for the Brits. Tarleton has to move first. He'll move over here. Brits. 1. Okay, let's just go down the line. This guy attacks. And he's 3. He's firing. 1, 6, and 1. That's it. Tarleton's group fires. 3, 6, and 3. That's a hit. This guy goes 6, 1, 6. That's enough to take him out. 2, 1, 2. And then MacArthur's will go here. Wait, I had 6. 1, 2, 3. I think I'll do that 4, 5, 6. Okay. This MacArthur can go and then this guy. So MacArthur goes 6. Hit taken. And he is out. And then this cannon will go and needs a 6. And misses. Okay, that's all the British there. I think I got them all. It's hard to keep track of these. Okay, we are in the American turn. And we pull up APs. They got 3. That's pretty good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Go. And we'll flip it. We're in turn 6, British turn. Okay. Let's see. He can't fire. He can't fire. Cannon can fire. Oh, need to 3. Okay. 7. So British will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Into British phase. Go American phase. AP 2. And okay, let's try. Where are they weak? We'll try here and here. I need 2. I need to bring down 2. So let's try here first of all. 3, 4, 1, 1. Oh, okay, 2 1s. So even though they didn't damage the elites, they did hit MacArthur twice. So we roll 2, 6, and if either of these is a 1, nope, neither of these is a 1. Okay, so now he's gone, and then this guy's gonna go. He needs a 6. Okay, it's now time for William Washington's militia to act. And they will roll a 3 and a 5. They needed a 6. And did they get 1? Nope. Okay. So we can say they've moved. these guys will move against. I'm going to shoot at this artillery here. 333, nothing. Okay. Moved. Got 4, and I've got 2 more I can do. He'll go against this one. And we roll 3. And we get a 6, a 1, and a 2. So the 6 was enough. Taken. Moved. And finally, this cavalry, or dragoons, go. They roll a 3. They 4, 2, and 4. So that's not enough. Okay. End of the American turn. Flip our marker, get the move. Turn 7 is the British phase. And the British will come out with 6 action points. What are they going to do? Quick fire on Washington. We'll start with that. Mark move. And we fire on Washington. Now we need a 6. And we do get a 6. So the 5 doesn't count. 6 does. So that goes after the militia. We didn't get a 1 in there. So okay. Let's go with a MacArthur. MacArthur will take his to try to hit these militia. Rolls 3. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do a... MacArthur's going to try to do a close combat. So 2 down. And the militia have to get... They roll 1. They get a 2, so it won't send them back. But MacArthur's group will go, and a 5, a 4, and a 3. That's enough to send this militia off. So, and let's do 2 here. Let's do the same thing with Tarleton. They didn't make it, so they are going to retreat. And Tarleton goes, gets that 5. Taken and move them back and delete this. Tarleton can move in. Okay, that's it for the British move. So we flip. We move forward to the American phase. The Americans get 7. Now they need 1. Okay. So we're going to attack as much as we can, many places. Let's start with Tarleton. Morgan is going to go after Tarleton, and he's going to try to do a close combat with Tarleton. So he rolls, let's see, Tarleton has they need a 4, so a 5 or 6 is going to send Tarleton. Nope, okay, Tarleton's fine, and then Morgan goes with 3, a 4, a 6, and a 6. Okay, that's enough to send this guy out, leaving Tarleton alone. And I just realized, oh, this is the bit. Okay, I'm off a little bit. Okay. Either attempt to hit Tarleton, which I'm going to do. I'm going to try 3 dice here, and if I get a 1, it's a long shot. Okay. I'm going to go 2. First of all, I'm going to try this guy. And I'm going to try to do a close combat. And so to send him back, he needs a 1 or better. He only he can get is a 1, 4, so he will be sent back. And then this guy goes 3, 4, and 2. That's enough. Okay, and that is it. Okay, so, and you know what I could have done? Let's just go back and what I could have done. Tarleton's left open here. This guy could make his move, and in moving, he could have eliminated Tarleton too. So that would have done the same thing. Actually, that would have been a sure bet. Nope, did that back. Let me do that again. He's here. This militia's here. He moves, and then he moves into Tarleton's hex, and that would kill Tarleton, sending the British running. So that's it. We didn't get the double envelopment that happened in the real battle, but it was more of a battle of attrition, so it was a slugfest. Anyway, that's Hold the Lines, Battle of Cowpen. Now we're going to do it with Tricorne. So I've got the Battle of Cowpens set up here. A couple of special things about this is there's an opening cannonade, and the Continental rifles, let's see, here, and here, will also take place in that cannonade in addition to the one British artillery unit. And the Continental player gains a permanent victory banner for each scout command card that they play. We're going to a victory condition of 7 banners. And the British have 5 command cards, 3 combat cards. The Continental Army will have 6 command cards and 4 combat cards, and they get to move first. So let's do this. And I just played this last night, and the British actually won it. They were able to get these Highlanders up and just kind of move across their flank here, this left flank, and take everybody out. But we'll see how it goes today. Okay, we'll start with our... That's the British hand. We don't want it. We want the American hand. Okay, we got the Patriots. That's a good one. Oh, we've got to do the cannonade. I forget. Okay, who gets to start? Well, the Americans will, and we're just going to go right down the line here. We will start with this rifle, and let me get my little cheat sheet up. Always got to have a cheat sheet with these games. Now, when I play these on the table, I generally will make a photocopy of this and then laminate it and then stick it where I can see it really easy. And then the games come with also pages, but I really like to make my own because they get things spilled on them and everything when we're playing. So, okay, the rifle units can go 2-2-1-1. So 2-2-1. So they get 1 die. They'll get an additional die, however, for being at full strength. So they get 2 die. So they shoot down at this artillery and miss. The artillery will go, and I'll go with this rifle in the middle. And it's going to be 2-2-1-1-1. So 2-2-1. So they have 1 die. They're at full, so they get 2 die. They get a flag and an artillery. So the flag you can ignore because there's 2 units close to him, so he can do that. However, and I'm going to do it with this guy too, I'm going to move him back. They can, since it's a cannonade, they can move back. Now I'll keep this guy here. He needs to probably stay in the line. But this guy needs to fire. So he's going to fire with his 2 dice at the cannon. Infantry and sabers misses. And then this finally, nobody else here. And then this rifle here will fire at, let's go with these regulars here. So we'll 2 dice, sabers and artillery. So they missed 2. So the cannonade did nothing. Okay, move this out of the way. Pull up our American cards. What am I going to start with? I like that line volley. I like the Continental leadership. I don't really have any leadership. I think what I want to do is I want to try to get a line together. So I'm going to play this Order Light Infantry class unit. Oh, that's light infantry. I don't have any light infantry. It's another wasted card. Okay, let's do that. So 2 units from each side will move into place. I'm going to move him 2 units. Okay. I like having that rifle there. I think I'm going to have my militia here. I will move that rifle into place. And that's 1 of 2, right? Okay, and then this guy can move. This rifle, let's see, that's 2. And then this rifle will move, and this provincial will move. Okay. And that's everybody. Who can attack? 2, 2, 1. Well, the militia can attack. Let's get rid of the card. So we'll put an attack marker. That guy can. I know these rifles can. Activate. I think everybody here can. Okay, let's... I think what I'm going to try to do is just go across the board. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to concentrate on breaking up this line a little bit. Okay, so 2, 2, 1. Well, we'll try to hit him again. So the militia will have 1 die plus a second die for being at full strength. So 2 die. They get a cavalry and a flag. So they can. We'll see if the militia. Oh, militia can ignore that. Or, I mean, the artillery can ignore that. That's that grasshopper gun. And they can ignore it because they've got a unit on each side. They can ignore 1 flag. Okay, then rifles, they can do 1. They're at full, so 2 die. Artillery. Now that hurt. Take hit. Take hit. Okay. Militia 2, 2, 1, 1. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me see what my militia... I got to go check. They can only go 3 die. 1, 2, 3. So that's too far. The rifle can. We will try to hit him again. Now this time I have 3 die I can use because Picken is with them. Cavalry, flag, and flag. Okay, so they ignore 1 flag, but they have another flag, so they have to move back 1. Now, do they rally? Let me see what the British cards are. Leader reform, ambush. Okay. Melee combat, reform. We can maybe use that in the next turn. And leader initiative. We can't use that. So, okay. They got 2 dice they can try to rally with. They get a flag, so they make it. Okay. Militia 2, 2, 1. Too far. Rifle. And I am again going to try to break this line up. 2, 2, 1, 1. Right? For rifles? 2, 2, 1, 1. 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay, yeah. So they have 1. And I may have overshot with that. Okay. So they start with 1. They add 1. So they have 2 dice. And they're going to try for this regular down here. They get a cavalry. So nothing there. And that ends the Continental's first turn. Let's see what the Brits can do. Steel March for each command card, including this one, they can move up to 3 hexes. Well, I like the idea of that. And I like the idea of leader initiative. And I like the idea of reform. I think I'll use all of those. What I'm going to do first... Oh, the bayonet attack. Awesome. Okay. Steel March. For each command card you have, they have 5. 1 unit can move up to 3. But they can't fight. Oh, and then I end up with another command card. Or a combat card. I'm sorry. I will get those mixed up. Okay. So we like that. So I've got 5 that I can use. We'll move him here. 1, 2, 3. That's 3, 4, 5. Okay. I moved all my regulars in place. And discard that. The leader can move a command, the Highland guys. And I will do that with them. Discard it. And then reform for my artillery. I roll a die. And if I get a flag or a unit, then I can add a block back. So he's not with a leader. So that means he gets 1 die. And he gets a flag. So we get to recover this guy. And we discard that. I got rid of quite a few combat cards there, but that works. And that's all I can do. Now then, we're going to see what the Americans can do. Advanced center counterattack. Well, they could do that. They could play that, and which I think I will. I have any lights? I don't have any light infantry. Well, I've got light cavalry. I've got that rally bonus. I need to remember that. Let's see. The line volley. Oh, okay. I don't think I can do range combat into an adjacent hex. I think I have to. I don't think that's going to work. So we're going to counterattack. And I can move 6 units into place. And let's give him next turn's card. And by doing that, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. Okay. Boy, if I had a line volley right now, I could really, and the Brits were further away, I could have really hurt them bad. But okay, that's it for the American turn. Now the British go, and we will definitely use that bayonet attack. Blah. And then I'm going to try to use ambush. Next turn, or I'm going to wait till the Americans try something, and then I'm going to use ambush. Okay, oh, another line volley. And inspired leader. Let's see. Oh, that's not a combat card. Advanced. Okay. Those guys are going. Okay, bayonet attack can issue up to 3 infantry units, and they may not engage in range, and oh, they move in battle. Oh, well, let's see. What was my other one? Hold on here. Hold on. I'm going to probe center. Forget that. Okay, probe center. 1, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah, we'll do. Well, nothing on my right. Okay, probe center. Somehow my best laid plans kind of fell apart there for the British, but that's okay. Oh, and then I get another combat card. Put a combat card there. Okay, and then 2 units in the center will fight. So I'm going to go... I'm going to try to hit those militia. If I can knock those back, I could send them running. So we've got... Here we have 4... And that's 2, 3 die. Cavalry, flag, artillery. Cavalry, flag. Okay, he ignores the flag because he's got 2 guys on each side. And then this guy is going to go against this militia with 3 dice. Infantry, infantry, flag. Okay, take hit. We ignore 1 flag. We take a hit. Oh, and then this militia can fight back. I forgot about that. They can fight back, so both of them can. Militia's going to fight back against these regulars. Has 3 sabers, flag, and cavalry. Okay, so this guy only has 1 against him. Do I get sabers for militia? Militia, no hits on sabers. Okay, that's what I thought. So we had sabers, flag, and cavalry. Now the flag is going to work. So that moves him back. I don't think a militia is going to move into that spot. Again, we want to keep our line together. And then we see if this regular unit can make their saving throw, as I call it. They don't. Okay. So these guys flee the field. That's going to hurt. Okay, then this militia fights back. And they've got 2 dice. Artillery cavalry, they do nothing. So, okay, then the Americans get to go. And man, I like the idea of that volley. That was really going to be helpful. Can I do that anywhere? Advanced center or probe center? We've got the Continental leadership. Now, issue an order to 1 leader in any section and up to 4 adjacent. That's going to be the one. Okay. And we get a combat card with it. Okay, we need to remember we got a rally check there. So basically picking and up to 4 hexes. Let's see what we can do with this guy. I mean, obviously we have picking here that's going to fight. And the militia. And this militia. And this rifle. So we're going to discard. And now we could probably use a volley. Actually, this might work. Okay, let's see if we can move these guys back. Oh, where's my activate attacker marker and attacker marker? There we go. And attacker marker. Oh, do they get a bonus? They do. They get a 1 combat die bonus. Okay, that'll work. Okay, these rifles will fight, and they will go 2, 2. They have 2, and they get a bonus, so 3 die. Flag, sabers, artillery. Okay, the flag will work, and it'll send them back 1. And let's see if they make their save. 5. Yeah, they do. Okay. Militia, 2, 2, 1. Okay, we've got 2 die. Flag and cavalry sends them back even further. And again, these guys get to roll, and they don't make a flag. Okay. These little militia units are just blasting these guys away. Okay, Pickens rifle here. They've got 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5 die against these regulars. They get an infantry. Take hit, and then 3 flags. 1, 2, 3. And then these guys get to try to do their save. They get a flag, so they save. And then this militia is going to have 3. And that's sabers, cavalry, and infantry. Now, they don't do sabers, but they do an infantry. And the infantry can fight back, so they will do 2. They get a flag and an infantry, so they eliminate this unit. Okay, there's the British eliminated, and that ends their turn. Okay, the British go. I should have played that ambush card. I probably could have eliminated that guy. Infantry ranged bonus. Hold the line. We could try flanking them. Let's see. I need something. I think what we're going to do, we're going to use Inspired Leader. And going to move this guy 1. And now he can actually fire. And since he's got Inspired Leader, I think he gets a Inspired Leader. Where are you, Inspired Leader? Right here. I get a combat card. I get to get a combat card, so we'll put that there. And I think he's going to fire. I get one additional die. So I get 2, 2, 1. I start with 1. I add 2, 3, 4 die against this militia. And let's see, what do I have any American cards that I can use? I do have a rally check bonus, which I may use. He's not adjacent to a leader. Okay, we're going to try to see. Let's see what he can do here, first of all. I said 1, 2, 3, 4 die. I get flag, flag, sabers, sabers. So sabers don't count. The 2 flags, 1 flag can be ignored. And the other flag can't be. Let's see. Oh, that's for a rally. Okay. Can't use that. Now the 2 flag are going to be deadly to this militia because he can't move back. And now he would normally move back 3. But he is, I don't know, I don't remember if you're adjacent to a leader, if that adds to the flag or not, but I think it actually does. Maybe that's for a rally. That's for the rally, not for the... Okay, but I think he's going to be forced back 3 hexes. So 1, 2, 3. He can't move back, so he has to take the hit, and take the hit. So that's it for him, pretty much. Okay. Americans can go. The line volley is interesting. They can't melee, but they could fire. Now, this guy couldn't, but these 2 could. He could, and he could. Actually, these guys all could. So let's do the line volley. And that's what we'll stick with. So we've got a line volley here, and it's going to be, this guy's going to attack. They get 1 additional die, too. 1. He can attack 2. He can attack 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's work our way down here. 2, 2. So we're going to start with this rifleman here. And he's got 2 plus 1, and 1 is 3, 4, and then 5 for that volley order. So 5 die. Infantry, cavalry, sabers, artillery, flag. Boy, he got everything there. He really did. Wow. So, first of all, we take the hit from the infantry. And then we do the, let's see, cavalry we don't have. Sabers will not be because it's a fire. Artillery and a flag. So he has to move back 1 for the flag. Let's see, do I have a card that helps? Play this card after your opponent rolls his dice. You know what, the leader or a man adjacent to a leader may ignore rolls. Okay. I could use this return fire. I think I'll do that. I think I will return fire and then I'll move. Oh, you must not be eliminated or retreated. Or adjacent. Well, that doesn't work. Okay. Well, that doesn't help me at all. Line volley, but nothing else there. Okay, so we move back, and then I have roll 2 die, and I do not get a flag, so he's gone from the battle. Okay, this militia, 2, 2, 1. Can they? I don't think he can do much. Everybody else is out of range, so that's not going to do it. Okay, 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay, we're going to shoot down at MacArthur's Highlanders. We have 1 die plus 1, so 2 die. Artillery and infantry. Well, he takes an infantry shot. Okay, and and the last time I played this, the Highlanders came in really useful for the British. Okay, 2, 2. We'll shoot at these regulars. And I've got 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5 die. Flag, cavalry, artillery, 2 flags. So he moves back. Let's take our cavalry. Okay, nothing. I guess he just moves back 2. We roll 5 die. We get flags, so he's okay. And then 2, 2, 1. Let me double check my... Nope, they don't. Okay, so this guy's pretty much useless. Well, they knocked back the... They pretty much knocked back the entire British charge there. Okay, British get to go. Line volley. That's looking pretty good. I was going to use these Highlanders. Think I still will. Do the advance left. And if he doesn't move, okay, this guy, I'm going to use my advanced left. Was that 2 units or 3? 3 units, okay. Okay, so I'm going to use this guy. I'm going to use that charge, and he is going to charge these guys. This guy is going to try to do a attack, and this guy will join him. That's my 3. Okay, let's start with MacArthur first. It's going to be pretty easy. So MacArthur gets a... let's see, he's got... That's an additional... I think with the Highlanders you get an additional 2, plus I get a bonus of 1. So I get 3 die, plus MacArthur's with him, so 4 die. And that's easily going to eliminate this guy. Take hit, and now he can advance. The thing that's fun about him is he can advance into combat. I am going to further advance and do another attack. And, oh, that guy can't do anything. I'm going to hold this one back. I don't think anybody else... Okay, I'm going to forget this card existed, because everybody's out of range. Can't really use that. Get out of there. What happened to my card? Get back there. That's not the guy. That's not the guy. Ah. Well, we will just give him a new card, because I can't find my card where it went. And then this guy goes here. There you go. Get everybody going. That was tough there. Okay, back to this. So nothing. He can't do anything, because I think everybody's out of range. But this guy can, and he's going to go against Howard. Yeah, go against Howard. Now, he doesn't get a +1 in this additional, his bonus battle, but he still gets 2 plus 1 is 3 die. Cavalry, infantry, artillery. Okay. Takes a hit. Now, Howard can fight back, which he will. And I will do that with a... he's got 2 3 die. Flag, sabers, and flag. Okay, so this guy takes 1. Takes a hit. And since he's a Highlander, he ignores a flag. And since he's got a leader with him, he ignores a flag. So he's good. Okay, that was a complicated... And you can't battle back from a battle back. Okay, Americans get to go. Line volley would work if we were in range, but we're not. So we are going to do a forward. And we're going to use training. And I can use 2, so we will go attacker marker, and then 2, and those will be attacker and attacker if anybody's in range. And then finally over here, 1, 2. 1, 2. We'll go that way, because then we can form a line and attacker marker. And that's those guys. We discard that. Training lets us have 1 that's not reduced when it moves. So, I'm going to say this guy. We're going to use it for him. And let's just start with this rifle. 2, 2, 1. So we start with 1, and then we have an additional 1 here. So 2 die, a flag and a cavalry. Flag knocks him back 1. And he has 3. He makes his save, and he does not make his save. His saving throw. Okay. So that guy's moved and fought. This guy, 2, 2, 1. Okay. And he did move, so he gets 1. He has 1 die because he gets 1 for being at full strength. Infantry, and he does a hit. Okay. Not bad. This rifle, 2, 2, 1, 1. But he's at full. And he's got picking with him, so that's 3 minus 1 since he moved, so 2 die. Sabers and artillery, nothing. Okay, and then everybody's out of range for those guys. Howard will fight with his guy. Now, I think I've got a British card here I can use. Play this card. We'll do the ambush. And we will do return fire. Return fire, if you said this guy got fired at, so he's going to fire back at this provincial, and he has 2, 2, 1. He's got 2 die. Artillery and a flag. Okay, ignored the flag, so that can be discarded. And now the ambush, he gets to go first, and he's got a plus, let's see, he's got 2 plus 1 is 3. So he fights back at 3. Artillery, flag, and infantry. We can ignore the flag, but we do take a hit with the infantry. And then this guy can go. It's kind of like a backwards battle back. And so this guy's going back with 2, 3. And flag we can ignore, infantry, and sabers we don't. Take hit and take hit. And I forgot to do little MacArthur's saving throws. MacArthur took 3 hits. Right? Yeah, they started out with 4. So let's just do the 3. We'll roll 2 die 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he saves. And then this guy's going to shoot down here. 1, 2, 3. So 2, 2, 1. And so there's, it's just 1 die because he moved. Infantry, okay. Takes a hit. And Newmarsh has to make a save, does it? Yeah, last time I did this, Tarleton was taking his light cavalry around the flank here and got, the game ended up, Tarleton ended up getting killed, which was kind of crazy. Okay. Now, I don't think I wonder, okay, he went against him. Actually, I think this guy can battle back again. I think so. So he's going to battle back. I forgot about that. Battle back is going to be at 1, 2 die. No, wait, 3 die. Let's do it again. Flag, sabers, infantry. Flag is ignored, sabers, and infantry. Okay. Take hit. Take hit. And Howard, let's see, 2, 2, and then Howard can move back. He's going to retreat. Howard can retreat 3 since he saved. Highlander, he's not going to go there. Okay, let's see. That's it for the American turn. Now we go to the British turn. A line volley. We're kind of losing our mojo here. Let's see. They could still go either way. Well, okay. The Highlander, I like that Highlander being able to move. Do I have a rally? I do have a leader initiative, which I kind of like that one, which we will use. And then inspired leader on the left. Okay. We will do that. New Marsh will use his leader initiative. Oh, I get a combat card too. Okay, so first of all, leader initiative, he gets 1 additional die. We will do that. We will go after... I'm going to do the Highland Charge. That gives me a +1. And this is my inspired leader. So he's doing his Highland Charge. I don't know. I don't know if you can leave a hex and do... I don't know if you can do that or not, but we'll say we can. Okay, so he's got 2. He gets 1 for the Highland Charge, 1 for MacArthur, that's 4, and then 1 for the inspired leader is 5. So 5 die against the militia. Okay, 1, 2, 3 flags and a sabers. Okay, the sabers we take a hit. Now the 3, this will be easily knock him off the board. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. That's first, sec, 2, 2, 3. So he's easily knocked off the board. And the Highlander will charge in. He can get his second charging attack against Picken. And he gets a +1, so he's got 3 dice against Picken, cavalry, sabers, and sabers. Takes hit. Takes hit. He's in his Highland Rage right now. Okay, Pickens will make 2 saving throws. Makes them both. And then Pickens will fight back. And he gets 2, 3. Cavalry, flag, and cavalry, which the flag's ignored. Okay, that's the end for MacArthur. That was pretty brave, so he was just going kind of berserk. And then leader initiative here, we will 2, 2, 1. Going to be the same no matter whether I move. I will move forward. I will discard this, and then I can fire. So he's got 2. He's got 2 plus 1 is 3. Minus 1 is 2 die. A sabers and a flag. Okay, moves him back. And then he gets 5 die to save with, and he does it. So, okay. Okay. Americans. Merkins going. Assault the center. Man, we don't have a center left. Oh, I guess we do. Yeah. I got 3 there. It's same as the advance the center. I've got the probe the center. Light infantry skirmish does me no good. You know, I might as well just discard that, which you can do. The line volley, there's not much line left. There's a outflanked and advanced right. There's a lot of choices here. I think what we will do is I'm going to assault the center. That gives me more cards, and we will go here. No, I will attack from here. This guy will move 1, 2, 3. Nobody else is on the line. This guy can attack, and this guy can attack. And let's see. I don't think anybody's in range, but we'll see here. Okay, first of all, we will take Picken. And he's got 2 dice. That's all he's got. Sabers and sabers. He doesn't do anything. Okay, then and then he's at MacArthur. I apologize. Now Picken will go. Now Picken's got 3 die. Flag, sabers, flag. Both flags are ignored, but the sabers are not. So we take a hit. And MacArthur. Let's see what happens with MacArthur. He makes a save, and he goes 1, 2, 3. He goes riding back. Okay, rifle goes 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay, let's see if we can picking him off. We got 1 die. And if we get a sabers, he's gone. Nope. Okay. Doesn't do anything. Okay. British get to go. No line to volley. Assault left. Move him. Move him. Move him. Discard. Hold the line on Newmarsh. Not hold the line. Training. Training. Okay. And so this is going to be 2 plus 1 is 3. And we use training. He can move without losing a die. So 3 die there. Artillery, cavalry, and flag. So he's moved back 1. Then he rolls 5. Gets a flag. So he's fine. And that is the end of the British turn. We go with the American turn. This ought to be getting down. We've got 2 units left. Need to move these guys up a little bit. Or get a line together. Okay, Americans. Probe center, hold the line command, line volley, outflanked. Outflanked looks pretty good. Let's do that. I like this rifle guy. We'll just keep him right where he's at. This guy will move 1. That's our 2 on that flank. Rifle guy here. And provincial here. And 2, 2, 1. Okay, he can actually fire. So we will put an attacker marker here. And an attacker marker here. Okay, let's start with the rifle. 2, 2, 1 plus, yeah, he's got 1 die. That's all he's got. 1 die. Infantry, well, smack. Take hit. And we make a save for Newmarsh. He's fine. Okay, then this regular's going to go. And he gets 2 dice plus 1 for being at full strength. So that's 3 dice minus 1 for moving. Cavalry, nothing. Okay. 1 against this guy. Plus he's at full strength, so 2. Takes a hit. And then this provincial's 2, 1. No, 2, 2, 1. Okay, 1, 2 for him. Oh, wow. Got 2 infantry hits. And that is the turn. Okay, British get to go. King and country. We'll draw 2 combat cards. And we will draw 1 command card. So I roll a die, and for each command card, then I can... So I roll 5 die. Flag, flag, infantry, sabers, and flag. Okay, the sabers don't count, but the 3 flags are wild cards. And then 1 infantry. So we will let this guy make his shot. 1, 2. Cavalry goes here. So that's our infantry. And then I've got 3 flags. 1 flag, 2 flag, 3 flag. Discard. He can't fire anything because he's cavalry. They're out of range. And then we're going to fire here at 3 die. Flag, sabers, artillery. Okay, the flag knocks him back. And he rolls 5 die and makes a save. And that's it. Okay. Now, counterattack. that's what we are going to do, and we are going to do the counterattack for king and country. And so that means we roll 6 die. Infantry, sabers, artillery. So we got 1 infantry and a flag and an infantry and a cavalry. So we can move a cavalry. And then we've got infantry, flag, and infantry. So we've got 3 infantries that can do something. Infantry. Let's see. Infantry and infantry. I need to get this guy moved up. Okay, and I think I'll do that. I think we will move him up, and instead I will delete that. Yeah, okay, so we're going to move this guy up, and hopefully we can use a line and just blast those guys. Okay, so this guy gets to go for king and country. Did they get +1s? I think they did get +1s. Okay. So this is 2, 2, 1. And then we've got a +1, so 2 die. Flag and infantry. Okay, takes a hit. And New Marsh saves, doesn't do anything. Okay. 2, 2, 1, 1, +1 and 2. So 3 die. Cavalry, flag, and cavalry. Flag's ignored. Okay, and that's it. Okay, Brits get to go. I need to get that a bayonet and an infantry ranged bonus. Okay, we're going to play the infantry range bonus. We don't have a line to volley. We'll use the outflanked. And okay, so we've got British outflanked. We're going to use 2. So 1, 2. He gets to go 1. Hold on now. I'm going to do this. I'm going to have him charge here. And I'm going to have him fire here. Okay, so first of all, let's handle... These guys can fight. These guys can fight. They do -1. This guy can fight, and this guy can fight. Let's start right here, and they're going to try for these regulars. No, they're going to try for Howard over here. I get 2 additional die, so 2, 2, 1. So 1 die plus 1 for New Marsh is 2 die. 3, 4 die. Flag, miss, flag, sabers, and flag. Okay. So we go back 1, 2. We discard that, and then they get a save of 5 die, and there they go. Okay. This light infantry will go here, light cavalry, and they're charging in, so they get a 2 plus that is a 3. I don't think you get anything else for being a cavalry. No hits on sabers, and they get a bonus if they're successful. Okay. So if we can knock those guys back, we can move in and get a bonus, which we'll try to do. Okay, so what would I say? I said we had 2 plus 1 is 3. Flag, cavalry, cavalry. Okay, we did get our that. We can move in, and we get a second attack. And again, it's going to be a 2, 3 die. Sabers, flag, sabers moves him back again. Oh, wait, we got this. Hold on. Since he got knocked back, we get to roll 3 die. Yeah, okay, he saved. And then come in. He moves him back again. And he gets to roll 3 die again and makes a save. Okay. And he can't battle back because he wasn't attacked. Those are those guys. Okay, these guys here, we're going to go 2, 2, -1 for moving. So 2 - 1 is 1. Nothing. Okay, same here. No, they're not at full strength. Okay. Nothing. Okay. That is it for the British turn. Let's go with the Continental turn. Give him another card. Can't bombard. Line volley. We can do the line volley. And they get 1 additional die for the line volley. So these guys are going to 2, 2. I'm going to just go all these guys. Activate. Activate, and attack. I love when you get like 9 guys and you get a line volley, and that's just an incredible feeling. But 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay, so 1 die here, plus 1 for picking is 2 die, plus 1 here is 3 die. We're going after that light artillery. Sabers, sabers. Okay, nothing there. Okay, provincial here, 2, 2. And we will go with them first. I'm going to go provincial, provincial, and then rifle, because rifle can still fire a little further. Okay, 2, 3 die, 4 die, because he's at full strength, plus, so he's got 4 die. Artillery, sabers, artillery flag. Okay, knocks him back 1. And I'm going to see, does he have... Nope, okay. That'll knock him back. So that's 3. Okay, he doesn't make his save. Okay, we're down to firing this provincial against this light unit. And he's got 2, 2. He starts with 2. Adds 1 for being at full, 3, and then 1 for the line volley, 4. 4 dice. Nothing. Okay, and then finally this guy goes 2, 2. He starts with 2. Adds 1 for trial it. That's 3 plus full strength 4 plus line volley 5 die. Artillery, 2 flags and an infantry. Okay, infantry, this may be it. Takes a hit. And then the 2 flags, we've got to go back 1, 2. I think light can go... Does light go back? Yeah. Okay, 1 and 2. And then to see if they rally, they roll 1 die. And they do not get it. So they flee the field. And that, my friends, is the end. They end up fleeing the field. Tarleton still stayed back there with his little guys. I guess he's just back there. But yeah, the British were pretty much wiped from the field. There wasn't the envelopment. That would have been fun to have it actually have both of the flanks come in and kind of envelop the British. But it actually ended up the center kind of died off there. But overall, I am going to lean towards Tricorne, overhold the line for representing the battle. I think that does, the map's pretty good here. I kind of like that. I mean, obviously this stuff would have been heavy. This is heavy heavy woods and those cane fields. If you watch my video, you can kind of see what those actually looked like. But for representation, it does okay. Anyway, that's what I got. Thanks for watching this. Next week, we will finish up this series with the Guilford Courthouse. Guilford Courthouse. I don't know if you say Guilford or Guilford. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, we'll see you then. Bye.